Hey guys, we are Nights. I'm Ray.
I'm Julian.
Let's get to episode 10. I don't even know what it's called. Episode 10 of the Pacific. You know, last one, guys. Last one of the series. Let's get to it.
It was the happiest day.
By the time you come out, you're not like you were when you went in.
I bet.
You just kept thinking that you were going to wake up and find it was all a dream.
My father screaming, hear my mother's voice trying to calm him down.
Oh.
It lasted his entire life.
I can't. Whenever it's a female type, like, scene.
They had to live with it. They had to go through with them. Dude, one was done.
I know, and I'm like,
oh boy, do I need some Star Wars or Star Trek or something, you know, something.
Listen, after this, I need a drink. Yeah, something like that. August 15th.
As he thought of all they had done together, and all...
Hey, Lucky.
Isn't that Bill? Or am I confused?
Listening to me.
Oh, no, sure we are. On through both on the fields of battle.
The Japs surrendered. The war's over.
I just got goosebumps over that.
I did too.
Just got goosebumps. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm still having goosebumps go through me.
Wow. Well, be careful. Some crazy sniper doesn't want to give up yet.
Yeah.
Line of stars angling up.
Yep.
That's Snafu's pecker. Can't believe it's over, huh? Sort of, what do you do now?
It's probably the biggest question they've had.
What do we do now?
I think that's got to be the most horrifying thing.
Well, there it is.
I know what I would do if I was Eugene. I'd march straight to my father and tell him, I'm sorry.
You were right.
You were right.
I thought I knew better.
I understand how you're trying to protect me.
Snafu to me looks like he's going to go back with some problems. Okay, he looked crazy from the get-go since he first showed up.
Are we seeing Eugene's family now? Or no, Lucky.
Lucky.
Hey, you can keep the change.
I ain't touching that. Might have jumped into Normandy, but at least I got some liberties in London and Paris. You got nothing but jungle rot and malaria. Welcome home.
Respect.
Mm-hmm. You're just giving us some warning, a phone call or a telegram or something.
What, really? He did complain about it.
Well, we'll get this stuff out of here first thing.
I don't know where we're going to put it all.
Well, half this junk we can throw away.
It's not what you said when we lugged it all up here.
Oh, this is so awkward.
No hug?
My mom would have been all over me.
I would have been having to hold up my mom.
Hiya. I'm Mariel Shelton. How about I take you to the back of the train? You can show me your caboose.
She's gonna have a hard time adjusting.
We'd have been here 6 months ago. That brother giving us all blowjobs.
You got a job lined up in Mobile?
No.
No job, no girl.
How long you think that's gonna last?
As long as the sheriff lets me.
I'm gonna get that girl.
You've been saying that about every girl since San Diego.
How do they end up getting arrested? You know?
He did that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is this his wife? Oh. I don't want to cry today.
They never met?
I don't think they did, because remember they got married on base.
Mrs. Basilone, I'm Lena.
I recognize you from the photos Johnny sent.
She's probably tore up.
Well, come in.
He says you're beautiful.
George.
Last time I saw him in Honolulu, he couldn't stop talking about you. John's insurance money is gonna help you out, right, Lena?
He never signed the papers.
He never signed?
I'm all right.
He's got lots of good Marines on all sides of him.
He would have appreciated that.
You sure about that coffee? Maybe something stiffer.
I came by because I thought you should have.
His Medal of Honor? She did the right thing.
There's my little brother.
Thanks for doing all you did to keep us from getting our full headshot off.
You're good Marines.
You made quite an entrance, Bob. The whole room is buzzing.
I hope he finds that girl. The one he met at church.
Yeah.
So, now you're back. I'm guessing you're here for a job.
Take my former position.
Well, you still want to cover local sports?
Yep. That guy you got writing the column right now. He's got no snap, no style.
Show me talk about salary.
$10 a week raise will do it.
I will give you 7.
I'd have taken 5.
Good for him. Think about that girl in Australia?
Probably.
He should go there and visit. Look what you missed out on.
Look at me.
I write for a newspaper.
Local sports. You know how high that is?
What are you looking at? You are spying on Vera Keller. She never gave you the time of day. Your dress blues. I think you would have looked nice in them.
Is she trying?
I think she is. She just doesn't know how.
I feel for him. You know, he's been through a lot. You want him, you know, to have a better reception at home, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
You gotta play the cards the life is giving you. No, say goodbye. Really?
Is this Lucky? Max Lucky?
I'd like to speak to Vera, please.
And who shall I say is calling?
Robert Leckie, Mrs. Keller. I've lived across the street from you for the last 20 years.
Really?
Of course.
Of course.
Let me just see if she can come to the door.
Maybe he just that changed.
Maybe.
Bob Leckie, you're back. Nice uniform.
I've been wondering if you would grant me the pleasure of taking you out.
You want to take me out? I have a date tonight. Well, there he is.
Nice car. Where'd you serve?
I just graduated from West Point.
Too bad you missed the whole show.
Well, he did.
How about another time?
Maybe tomorrow night. What's going on here?
I just asked Vera if she'd like to have dinner.
She's not interested.
Actually, I don't have any plans for tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I've been wasting a lot of gasoline.
All right, Lucky.
Well, it looks like I am free for dinner tonight.
It was a uniform. Mom was right.
It was
Mom
the
did that.
Yep.
Mom did that.
Mama knows best.
You're staring.
I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not. I was laying in the mud dreaming about a moment like this with you.
Damn! Damn!
You don't play around.
He ain't gonna have another Sheila.
And the mud. You have no idea, woman.
So what's next?
I don't know. I didn't get that far. I think I don't know how to do this.
Bob, you're doing fine. This is fine.
You know, I wrote you a lot of letters while I was over there.
I didn't get any.
I never sent them.
Why?
Yeah, why? I thought he did.
So did I.
I didn't think I was gonna make it. Rain on Cape Gloucester erased every word.
What were they like?
Best stuff I ever wrote.
This man is a wordsmith.
Listen, he has a hammer called vocabulary, and he is pounding out sentences.
Alabama?
Mobile.
Mobile, yeah.
Is he gonna see his father?
I hope so.
Is he gonna have a heartwarming moment?
I think he will.
Is Mama there?
No dog, but...
Jesus.
I'm just saying, that's
Jesus.
hopefully the only thing that's missing.
Ah, his war buddy.
Good to see you, Eugene.
I thought his folks would pick him up.
What's with the MacArthur bit?
Huh?
The Mammy Oakum? Hop out of the sailor?
Calms me down. Well, like everybody else in Mobile, I was in love with Mary Houston.
That's too bad for you. She's marrying me.
Well, what am I going to hear next? The Martians landed downtown or setting up a hotel?
I want you to be my best man.
That's good.
If If you think that I'm gonna stand at the altar and lose Mary Houston to the likes of you,
Well, hell yes!
They crashed right into a tree.
Imagine. Dear Lord.
I do want one of those old, like...
Vehicles like this?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you, these are like mafia vehicles, bro.
Yeah.
If Al Capone's traveled in.
The sidecar.
He wants to walk home.
Welcome home, Eugene.
I'm glad he looks okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know? He looks like he's doing okay after what he's been through.
Yeah. I want a long driveway like that. I'm not gonna lie.
He never got wounded, did he? Ain't nothing.
Oh, shit, you're right. What's gonna happen? Like, what? How am I gonna be broken?
There's someone in the kitchen, Unleash. Is that Mom?
I think that is.
The way his friend was reacting in the car, I thought something went wrong in the house. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. I was ready to break down. Oh, he's suffering PTSD.
Well, they mentioned earlier in the episode that some people.
No.
I didn't get any sleep for the longest time. I still can't, really. Give me your coffee.
Hey. It be what it be.
What was that, vodka?
Alabama, there's gotta be some whiskey, some bourbon.
Moonshine?
I don't know about moonshine. Could be.
And just how did my little brother do during his time in the service?
there weren't any women in my corner of the Pacific.
Jesus H, you went through the entire war and retained your virginity?
Oh, what a tragedy.
You show up at that ball, decked out in your uniform, and all the ripe fruit will fall off the tree right at your feet.
I don't believe I will ever put on a uniform again.
You're looking to register for classes, Mr. Sledge? And did you attend any special schools while in the Marine Corps?
Yeah, the School of War.
Weapons school. I was in a mortar squad.
Isn't there anything the Marine Corps taught you that you can continue at Bantam Polly?
Well, if you guys need me to bomb a village, I can do that.
They taught me how to kill chaps.
Jesus!
I got pretty damn good at it.
I saw you making a break for it. Thought you could use a punch properly spiked.
Jesus.
How did all this happen? I mean, look at us, Sid. Sitting here at a dance, drinking punch. Not a scratch on either of us. Why did I end up back here when all those other fellas didn't?
Every guy back has thought that. You just gotta pull yourself out of bed in the morning and get on with the day. You do that enough times in a row, you forget some things.
He's a good bud.
Mm-hmm.
It's really concerned for him.
Look at these televisions.
I was hoping to see, more Snafu's background.
I'm really worried about that. Everything's still really happy again. I know the war's over, but I know there's gonna be something.
Just the two of us and a grand morning.
I'm sorry. I can't.
It's all right. You don't have to apologize to me, Eugene. I reckon the dove population's going to be mighty happy this morning.
You
look like a gangster with those glasses on. Evidently, he's been named some kind of supervisor at the bank.
Better get our money out of that bank.
You need to make a plan for the future.
My plan is to do nothing for a while.
Leave him alone, Mary Frank. Mary Frank, you have no idea what men like him have been through.
Dad's a champ.
Mm-hmm.
Dad's a champ. It sucks to be powerless, though.
Yeah, it really does.
I wonder if he had his dog, it would have been a little easier.
Definitely.
Wow. Hey, that's the real guy. Good for you, brother.
That's great. Oh, he died the year I was born.
Really? The Associated Press. $40.
Jesus.
Look at that. It looks like Rocky.
He looks like Gregory Peck.
The actor is very close looking to her.
Mm-hmm. 32nd birthday. Wow.
Wow. Did he?
That's good.
No. Awesome.
He got married.
Really?
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's insane.
What a resume. What happened to Gunner? Oh boy.
Oh, that's good.
Hey.
Oh.
Good for him. Wow. I can't believe this is over.
Definitely feels like an experience.
Wow. Wow, what a journey, bro.
Yeah.
What a journey.
It feels weird. It feels like I'm closing a chapter of my life after watching this.
Like we're moving on to like a butterfly. You broke out of a cocoon.
Yeah.
You know? Wow, what a show. What a show.
Jesus.
I really feel this is definitely a different monster from Banner Brothers.
Yes.
You know, it's a whole different monster altogether, you know? I cannot say earnestly which one was better because, they were two different animals.
Yeah.
You know, and both of them showing the horrors of war. You know, there was nothing other than what you seen the men going through. You see nothing of war that we care about, you know, because war is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
War is horrible 100%, you know. Seeing the one Marine there die at 17, you know, it's like,
yeah, rough.
It's rough, you know, and we're not even counting in this show the how many other people died just from the dropping of bombs to my human life. Period.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna assume that for Eugene, probably part of his therapy was writing the memoirs. You know, him still, you know, dealing with it in that particular way. And I can only imagine that every single one of those guys had a lot of trouble adjusting. Like it didn't come right away. Like it probably took a couple years to somehow settle that down. You know, but the first couple of days, first couple of weeks, that sleep, that looking at somebody and you probably think you're dreaming, you probably don't think it's real.
Yeah.
The whole idea of going hunting, the scene was Eugene and his father going hunting. I was like, wow, that's probably not gonna go well.
Yeah.
You know, like he's probably tired of shooting. He's probably tired of holding a gun. Like he didn't want to wear a uniform ever again, he said.
Yeah.
You know, and it probably means everything else that comes along with it. You know, the idea of having a gun, the idea of again, I don't know this, but I couldn't imagine that. You know, these.
It's what affected him.
That's what affected him, and the idea of just taking more life, even if it's just a dove or a duck, of taking more life, it's like
it's hard.
I've done it. I'm done with it. You know. I'm glad to see that Lecky, you know, got the girl from across the street.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad that he put the uniform on, got over there, and got her. You know, but this show was it was rough to watch. You know, it was.
Absolutely.
I think it was definitely a bit more. It was a lot more brutal than Band of Brothers in terms of the fact of, you know, the how they dying. You know, we were seeing more. It was more graphic in that sense.
Yeah.
It was also like seeing the civilians.
That was really graphic.
Dying, they were even the kids and the baby and the.
It hit different. It really hit different.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I've learned more about war. You know, 'cause honestly, before the show, I knew we had a Pacific Theater.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know much about the battles. I'm not gonna lie to you. I knew that my father-in-law was a part of it. He didn't really speak much on it, you know. Not that I saw him often. Not, you know, like I saw him all the time. But when he did say, you know, when I did speak to him, it wasn't much he wanted to talk about, and I wasn't gonna press him either.
I didn't know we had boots on the ground on the Pacific Theater. I knew just about the H-bombs. That was it, and I assumed like we just dropped the bombs after Pearl Harbor got attacked, and that was it. That's what I didn't like. That's what I knew before this show, and then now seeing the show, I obviously see like, oh my god, to say least.
It gives you like you have more respect now.
Absolutely.
For what happened.
Yeah.
You know, I remember, you know, some time ago, you know, I was always been upset with the fact that there's always a World War II movie. There's so many World War II movies. So many World War II. Like we seem to be obsessed. Like you ever had back in the day? I don't know if it's like this anymore, but it's the History Channel. Like every other day was a World War II video, you know, or a documentary on World War II. I'm like, you know, it just felt like I was constantly being, what do you call that?
Oversaturated.
Saturated with World War II stuff, and but it wasn't I didn't care. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to see these TV shows. It's just that, you know,
yeah.
But between Band of Brothers and the Pacific, you know, it shows something that, you know, and it's brutal. And the thing is, we're only seeing this. Like, this is a glimpse.
Yeah.
This is a glimpse of what we saw. You know, of what they saw, what they actually had to deal with on the ground. Now, recently, Mike and I saw All Quiet on the Western Front.
Right.
All right, based off of World War I. And that was through the eyes from the Germans. So I found out not long ago that there's also a World War II movie that is from the eyes from the Japanese. You know, I think it's called Letters to Iwo Jima.
Mm-hmm.
Letters to Iwo Jima. I think that's what it's called. And I think it's directed by Clint Eastwood. Oh. I think. Or unless I'm confusing it with another movie. But anyway, that's a movie that I think we should check out at some point. You know,
definitely not soon.
No, not soon. We need a break. I miss this show. I don't miss what it does to me.
No, nor do I.
Because it does tear me up. It does tear me up.
It does hurt.
We sat down here thinking, okay, let's watch these 3 episodes. We're again losing episode 9.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, I really feel I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
You know, and I can't imagine anyone who will see all 10 episodes
in one day,
in one sitting. I mean, unless you're a sadist, you know.
You mean a masochist?
Or a masochist, whatever, you know, because it's tough. It's tough.
It is.
I am looking forward, though, to the new one, Masters of the Sky, I think is what they're going to call it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that, especially after seeing 12 o'clock noon or high noon.
12 o'clock noon, yeah.
Yeah. I am looking forward to seeing more about
12 O'Clock High.
12 O'Clock High. There you go. 12 O'Clock High. Because we've seen the ground battle. We've seen the ground battle in the Pacific, the European theater, now Pacific theater, and then now with the Sky, Master Sky. Which I'm more assuming that right after that are going to be the ones on the ocean. You know, we might see eventually some naval battles. I'm sure that took place quite a bit. But every time I played, by the way, Axis and Allies, and I played it quite a bit when I was younger. You know, it never occurred to me to learn about the history about what I'm playing here.
Yeah,
you know, But to be honest, I was a lot younger. You know, I was very young and naive, and just loved playing the game. Meanwhile, now if I play the game now, if I lose the shit, like we lost some people here. You know, I don't ever want to play the game anymore. Yeah, you know, but. I do want to say a couple things though before we end this. I want to talk about the production of this movie, of this show.
Okay.
I thought this was well done in terms of the visual of what we saw. You know, like I mentioned earlier, I don't remember this episode or earlier episodes, where it must have been super difficult to shoot this in the environments they were shooting them in.
Oh,
you know?
Absolutely.
And at the same time, they captured the grandeur of what was going on, you know, that whole big picture of all these men running into battle, of them blowing up and running on the beach and so forth. You see that there was something huge about it, and they captured it under really bad conditions.
Yeah,
you know, these conditions were like, wow, this the visual of it, the visualization of this was great. So the cinematographer did an excellent job in that sense. Also, I want to bring up the acting was phenomenal in this. I think everybody did a great job. Like, there wasn't a person who I did not feel that I wasn't learning about their life or their story. It almost didn't occur to me that these people were actors, other than Eugene, because I've seen Jurassic Park many times. That's the only reason, you know. And then the Punisher for that one moment.
I could agree with you on those two. Yeah,
but everybody else. Did this, even Eugene, I'm not knocking his acting ability. He broke me a couple of times. He did fantastic, and I hope he gets a bunch of other new roles. I thought the acting was phenomenal in this. You know, I really thought it was. I really felt them losing their minds. I felt it. You know. Yeah. I felt the direness of when they were being attacked. Of how scary it was. I felt their pain when they lost somebody. More so Skipper when he died. You felt everybody. You know, it was. You felt this. You really felt every bit of this from the actor. You really felt like you were seeing something and being part of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Then the battle scenes. You felt like you were in the battle. You know, you felt like you were in danger. There were times I was gripping my seat so hard on my own arm. Yeah. You know, like I was on edge.
Same thing with me.
You know, with what I was watching.
You can see like my veins.
Yeah, you know, I know what you're saying. I'm gripping. Like at some point of release, I'm like in my mind, I'm like, oh, what did I just do to myself? Holding my arm so hard. You know. So this was an excellent show, and I remember seeing comments on. When we were watching Band of Brothers, people saying, you saw Band of Brothers, you can skip the Pacific. Like, really? Yeah, you didn't mind? This is fantastic. And I'm learning a lot more because of it.
I think personally, like, I know they're very different, but still, as to what I enjoyed more, I definitely have to say I enjoyed the Pacific more. It was much more gruesome and, like, emotion felt, but I feel like I really enjoyed the Pacific more, even though it just destroyed me.
Yeah, I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if I can say if I like any other one more. I would say this. In Band of Brothers, I felt a lot more closer to some of the the Marines there.
The soldiers?
Because, like Winters, I didn't want to lose him.
Right.
You know, at any point, other than that shot he got on his leg once, you know, I didn't want to lose him. The VAP 69, 69, I didn't want to lose him either. So, you know, I think I was a little bit more closer. Nixon. I felt like I was a little bit more closer to those guys. And that's probably because they were all together from beginning to end, as opposed to different points of view. You know, and at the same time, though, but still, I still felt close to these guys too, but more so over there. But I won't say that I like this show over the other show because, again, I thought they were two different, you know, beasts, and maybe I need more time to think about what I just saw to let that simmer on what we.
And maybe I'm
saw.
Saying it haphazardly because I just finished it, so
it could be. Yeah, you're going off of fresh.
Yeah,
you
fresh
come off this
experience.
fresh, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, I'm glad I got to finish this with you. Julie.
Yes.
I'm glad I got to go on this ride with you.
I'm glad it's out of the way so we can clear up for other shows. Sad it's ended, but
sorry guys, it took forever to get these out, you know.
Yes.
And again, apologies one last time for episode 9. It is what it is. But anyway, guys, listen, we're gonna be doing some more shows soon. I'm glad you guys stood with us to watch the series. You know, if you want to see this episode and any other ones that we've done before, unedited, you're going to find it on our Patreon channel. You're going to find the link in the description. You can see all of them for at least the lowest $1 a month to watch these videos. We also have a merchandise store that you're going to see also with a link down in the description, guys. Guys, we would like to know any comment, any thoughts about what you thought about this show. I personally don't think it's better than the other show, nor do I think the other show was better than this show. I really do think that both these shows were great. You know, I wouldn't change anything about these shows whatsoever, you know. But that's my personal feelings. I'd like to know what you guys think about this show, about this war. And if you guys are looking forward to the new Tom Hanks,
Masters of the Sky.
Masters of the Sky, I believe is what it's called. We'd like to know what you guys think. You know, but anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We are R Nights. I am Ray.
I'm Julian.
Guys, take care. We'll see you soon.